Good morning students. In this video we will discuss our chapter 11, that is transportation and excretion. So at first let us know what is transportation. Transport means to move something from one place to another, is not it? On the other hand, excretion means removing waste material from our body. Okay, now you see for several life processes like for respiration, oxygen is required, is not it? On the other hand, for proper functioning of our organs, minerals and water is required. So who will carry this thing? Now you see during respiration, okay, waste material, that is carbon dioxide is released, is not it? On the other hand, while digestion, our liver produces urea, okay, now that is needed to be removed from our body, okay. Otherwise, if this toxic material, waste material remain inside our body for a long time, it will create several problems inside our body, okay. So now who will transport these things? This transportation is maintained by our circulatory and excretory system, okay. So at first we will discuss about our circulatory system. What is circulatory system? You see, our circulatory system is a group of organs, okay, which circulate blood throughout the body. And these are some components of circulatory system. The first one is blood, the second one is blood vessel, and the third one is heart, okay. So students, now we will discuss about blood. What is blood? See, blood is a red color fluid that runs throughout our body. Okay, now you see what are the components of blood. What does blood contain? Okay, so our blood contains plasma, blood cells and platelets. So at first we will discuss about plasma. See, plasma is the liquid, okay, plasma is a liquid which is pale yellowish in color, okay. So you see 55% of total volume of blood, okay. Suppose our blood is of 100%, out of that 55% is what? Plasma, okay, and remaining 45% are blood cell or platelets, okay. Now the third one is all blood cells are suspended in plasma, okay. Now our blood cell, okay, we will discuss about that. They are usually round in shape. Now some medium is needed to transport them, is not it? So this plasma will carry our blood cell throughout our body because it is a liquid, okay. So is it clear about plasma? Now we will discuss about blood cells. So now the second one is blood cell, okay. Our blood cells are of two types. One is red blood cell, also known as Rbc and also known as erythrocytes. On the other hand, next one is WBC, white blood cell or leukocytes. So at first we will discuss about red blood cell, okay. Okay students, now we will discuss about red blood cell, and now we will see what characteristics this red blood cell have. Now you see red blood cells are also known as erythrocytes. They are red in color, okay. Why they are red in color? We will see. See, first of all, binocular in shape. They are binocular in shape. You can see in the diagram, okay. Now second, they contain red color pigment hemoglobin, okay. Now this red color pigment, like in plant, chlorophyll is there, is not it, which gives them green color. Likewise in blood we have hemoglobin, which gives them red color. That is why it is named red blood cell, because the color is red, okay. Now you see the function of this hemoglobin is to bind oxygen, okay. This hemoglobin will bind oxygen and form what? Oxyhemoglobin, and in this way they circulate, okay, oxygen throughout our body. Now the third one is the lifespan is 90 to 120 days, means 3 to 4 months, okay. After 3 to 4 months, what will happen? These cells, okay, these are blood cells, not it, they will die. Again, formation of new red blood cell will take place inside our bone marrow. Is it clear? Okay. Now we will discuss about white blood cells, also known as leukocytes. So white blood cell means what? They are white in color, okay. Now see the first character, larger than Rbc. Okay, their size is quite bigger than red blood cell, okay, less in numbers. Inside our body, the numbers are very less, okay, but what happens? They run actively throughout our body, and if they detect any foreign particles like microorganism which is harmful for our body, what happen? The number will increase and they will kill the microorganisms. Okay. Now lifespan is 4 to 5 days. Okay, their lifespan is not so long like red blood cell, because what happened? Their number is very less. As soon as they detect any microorganism, the number will increase and they will kill that microorganism and they will die. Okay, so their lifespan is 4 to 5 days. Is it clear? Okay. Okay, now we will discuss about the last component of our blood, that is platelets. Platelets are also known as thrombocytes. Okay, so now we will discuss about the characteristic of this platelets. So the first one is they are colorless. Okay, they are colorless like water. Now irregular in shape. They don't have regular shape like we had in this red blood cell and white blood cell. They were round in shape. It's not it, but they are irregular in shape. Okay. Now they are smaller than RBC. Okay, these platelets are smaller in size than RBC. Now we will see the function of this platelets. How does it help? Okay, you see, suppose you have a cut. What happens? Blood comes out. Is not it? What will happen if blood comes out continuously? The amount of blood in your body will decrease. Is not it? As a result, how this platelet help us? You see, suppose there is a cut and blood is flowing. Okay, so this platelet will come on the way and it will block. Okay, it will block the way so that the blood will not come outside. Okay, as a result, what happened? Bleeding stops. Bleeding stops because of blood clotting, and this platelet help in blood clotting. Okay. Now we will discuss about second component of our circulatory system. So students, now we all know that blood moves throughout our body. Okay, how does it move? It moves through a system of tube. Okay, that is called what? Blood vessels. Through blood vessels only what happens? The blood moves. Now we will discuss about kinds of blood vessels. There are usually three kinds of blood vessels. Okay, the first one is artery, the second one is veins, and the third one is capillaries. Okay, so we will discuss about arteries. You see these arteries. These arteries carry oxygen-rich blood, which is pure blood. Okay, from our heart to different part of the body. Okay. Now have thick elastic wall. Why they have thick elastic wall? You know what happened when our heart pump blood? Okay, the blood goes at a very high pressure. Okay, so to withstand that pressure, okay, these arteries have what? Elastic wall. Okay. Now you see red in color. They are red in color because they carry pure blood. Inside our body there are two types of blood. One is pure and one is impure. Pure one is also known as oxygenated blood, okay, which is red in color, and impure blood also known as deoxygenated blood, okay, and it is blue in color, okay. Now see, we came to know that arteries carry pure blood, is not it? Oxygenated blood. But one exceptional artery, that is what? Pulmonary artery. Okay. What it does is it carries carbon dioxide rich blood from our heart to lungs. Okay. For exchange of gases. Okay. Why this one is exceptional? Because it carries carbon dioxide rich blood from our heart to lungs. Is it clear? Okay, now we will discuss about veins. Let us discuss about veins. Okay, you see. This veins carries impure blood, okay, from different part of our body. Impure blood means what? It contains carbon dioxide. So, we all know that during respiration, the cells of our body produces carbon dioxide and water as a waste material. Is not it? Now, it is needed to be removed. This blood will bring that carbon dioxide by combining with them. Okay. So, which vessel will bring? Veins. Okay, veins will bring this carbon dioxide rich blood from different part of our body and give it to whom? It will give it to the heart. Okay. Now, they have thin walls larger than arteries. Their walls are not elastic walls. They are thin. Okay, and they are larger than arteries. Valves are present. Okay, now you see. Suppose this is the vein and valves are present like this. Do you know what is the function of these valves? This valve prevents the backflow of blood. Okay, the blood will move only in one direction. Okay, from different part of our body it will come only to our heart. Okay. Now the third one is blue in color. Already I told you that deoxygenated blood, they are blue in color. Okay. This is all about vein. Now we will discuss about capillaries. Okay, now we will discuss about the last component of our blood vessel, that is capillaries. Okay, you see. The smallest blood vessels that connect artery with vein. Okay, these capillaries are smallest among all the three vessels. Okay, it is the smallest one, and what does it do? It connects. Okay, suppose this is the artery and this is the vein. It connects artery and vein together. Is it clear? Now, thin wall allow diffusion of gases and other substance into the blood. As their size is very small, okay, their walls are also thin. As a result, diffusion occurs very easily. Okay. Now, where we have heard this term capillaries before? During the chapter of our respiration in organism, we came to know that these capillaries are present in alveoli. And what happened in alveoli? Exchange of gases took place, is not it? So keep in mind that these capillaries are small blood vessels that connect artery and the vein. Okay, and their thin wall allow the diffusion of gases and other substances also. Okay, is it clear up to here? Yes, now we will discuss about human heart. Okay, see, human heart is a fist-sized organ. Okay, now you see at first the human heart is divided into two parts. Okay, by this line. Okay, and the name of this line is what? Septum. Septum. The heart is divided into two parts by a partition called septum. Okay. Now again it is divided into left and right side. Okay. Now you see what happens. Again this two part is divided into four parts. So this one is called atrium or auricle. So if it is present in right side, we will say right atrium or auricle. If it is present on left side, we will say left auricle or atrium. On the other hand, the down one is what? Ventricle. Okay. So if it is present on the right side, we will say right ventricle. If it is present on the left side, we will say left ventricles. Okay. Now you see what happens here. Okay. The oxygen-rich blood. Okay. The oxygen-rich. We all know that the veins. Okay, the function of vein is to carry deoxygenated blood, impure blood. Okay, it carries the waste material containing blood. So now we will see how blood circulation takes place in our heart. Okay, there is oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, how it is filtered. You see at first what happens? Vena cava. This vena cava brings all deoxygenated blood all over from our body. Okay, and it will give
to right auricle. Okay, now from right auricle it will come to right ventricle. There is a valve which prevents the backflow of blood. Okay, now you see what happened. The blood comes from right auricle to right ventricle. Now from ventricle you see pulmonary artery. Okay, it takes the deoxygenated blood which is rich in carbon dioxide.
Okay, from heart to lungs. We all know that in lungs what happened? Capillaries are there and their exchange of gases takes place. Is not it? Now you see. So from this pulmonary artery we take carbon dioxide rich blood from heart to lungs.
Right
ventricle. Okay, we already came to know what happened in the right side. Okay, now we will discuss about left side. What happened in left side? You see this pulmonary vein. Okay, this pulmonary vein will bring oxygen rich blood from our lungs to left auricle. Okay, see, it is connected here. From the back side it is connected. The blood will come from pulmonary vein to left auricle. Now from left auricle it is sent to left ventricle. Okay, from left auricle it will come to left ventricle, and from here, okay, the oxygen rich blood will go through the aorta and it will get distributed into different part of our body. So is it clear? Just a summary, you see what happens is vena cava will bring, okay, impure blood from different part of our body, and from auricle, from right auricle it will go to ventricle, and from ventricle this pulmonary artery will take it, okay, to the lungs. And in lungs what happens? Exchange of gases will take place, and from there, from lungs, pulmonary vein will bring the pure blood. Okay, it will bring and give to the left auricle. Now from left auricle it is transported to left ventricle, and from left ventricle what happens is air take the pure blood and distribute it to different part of our body. Is it clear? We will discuss about transportation in plants. Okay, how this nutrient, mineral, water are transported in plant. You see what happened, we all know that plant prepare food by the process of photosynthesis, is not it? In presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. They take carbon dioxide and water and the photosynthesis takes place. Okay. Now you see photosynthesis takes place in the leaf, is not it? Now food is needed to be distributed to different part of the body up to the root. So who will transport that? So we will discuss about it in this video. So the transport system in plant is controlled by bundle of tissues, okay, and it is called what? Vascular system, okay. Okay students, now we will discuss about transportation of water and minerals. So water and minerals are found in the ground, and which part of plant is present inside the ground? That is root, is not it? Now this root, okay, this root will absorb water by the process of osmosis. Now what is osmosis? Osmosis is the diffusion of any liquid material, okay, from higher concentration to lower concentration. Now you see what happened, how water is transported from root to different part of a plant. You see, there is a bundle of tubular tissue called xylem, okay, which takes water from root to different part of the plant. Okay, you see this process, the process of transportation of water and mineral from root to different part of the plant is called what? Ascent of sap. Okay, now you keep in mind that ascent of sap takes place from downward to upward movement. Okay, now we all know that what happened, photosynthesis takes place in the leaf, is not it? Now there is a bundle of tissues called phloem which will bring, okay, the food prepared by leaf to different part of a plant, and this transportation is called what? Translocation. Okay, when food is brought from leaf to different part of the plant, this process is called what? Translocation. Now you see what happened, the translocation of food from phloem, okay, take place in upward direction as well as downward direction. In ascent of sap, we found that the water moved only from downward to upward direction. It's not it, but translocation takes place on upward as well as downward. Okay? Is it clear up to here? Yes. So far we discussed about circulatory system. Is not it? Now we will discuss about excretory system. What is the meaning of excretion? Excretion means to remove waste material from our body. Is not it? So in unicellular organism, what happens, you know, excretion takes place by the process of diffusion. Okay, excretion in aquatic animals takes place from the gills or kidneys, okay, in the form of ammonia. Now birds and reptiles, they release uric acid, okay, in the form of semi-solid dropping. Okay, what are the waste material produced by our human body, you know? They are solid waste produced during the process of digestion, carbon dioxide produced during the process of respiration, excess water, salt and uric acid waste. Okay, the solid waste is removed from our body by our large intestine to rectum, and from rectum to anus it comes out as a fecal matter. Carbon dioxide is released during the process of exhalation, is not it? Now the excess water and salt, okay, it is released by the pores of our skin while sweating. Okay, so now how uric acid is released from our body? Okay, for that we need to understand our excretory system. Okay, and there is a short video which will help you to understand more clearly about our excretory system.
Cells in our bodies perform different tasks. While doing so, they produce toxic waste products such as urea that need to be removed from our bodies. But how do we remove these wastes? We do it through the process called excretion. Now, let's see how our excretory system works. Our excretory system has a pair of magical organs called the kidneys. Kidneys are reddish-colored bean-shaped organs located just above the waist, behind the stomach. They do a brilliant job of filtering the blood to get rid of all the waste products. All of the body's blood containing the harmful substances passes through the kidneys. The kidneys then pull out the harmful substances from the blood and pass the filtered blood back to the body. The waste products are removed as urine. Let's see how the kidneys do this. Each kidney is made up of about 1 million tiny filtering units called nephrons. Each of these nephrons has a tiny capillary that brings in blood containing waste products and a filter called glomerulus that filters this blood. They also have a capillary that carries the filtered blood back to the body and a tubule through which the waste products are removed as urine. Apart from the kidneys, the excretory system includes a pair of ureters, the urinary bladder, and the urethra. The renal artery brings in oxygen-rich blood containing the waste products from all parts of the body to the kidneys. The kidneys then filter out these wastes from the blood. The filtered carbon dioxide-rich blood is then transported out of the kidney by the renal vein. The waste products are filtered out in the form of urine. This urine flows out of the kidneys through the ureters into the urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is a smooth muscle bag that stores the urine. When the bladder is full, the urine is thrown out of the body through the urethra. The urine is composed of urea, other toxic wastes, and excess water and salts. So the excretory system helps us maintain a stable internal environment by balancing the salt and water levels and removing the toxic wastes. All this while we don't even realize is happening inside our bodies. Brilliant, isn't it?
Now we will discuss about excretion in plant. How excretion in plant takes place. Okay. You see, during the process of photosynthesis, what is released as a waste material from plant's body? It is nothing but oxygen, is not it? And they release this oxygen by stomatal pore. Okay. And the excess water which is absorbed by the roots, okay, it will lead to rotting of the plant. If excess water is present in a plant body, it will lead to rotting. So they have to release that excess water. So how they will release? They will release it by the process of transpiration. Transpiration, what is transpiration? Transpiration is removal of excess water from plant's body. Okay, and this transpiration also takes place through the stomatal pore. Okay, and in some plant they release waste material in the form of resin, gums, oils. Okay, so students, our chapter ends here. I hope you have understand something from this video. So thank you for watching and have a good day ahead. Thank you.